Okay, I think we are live. Hello, welcome everyone to the Severed Chains playthrough live stream that we usually do on Friday evenings. I'm Drew Universe, and with me is Monoxide, the project leader for Severed Chains, and we have a lot of new things to tell you all about with updates to the build of Severed Chains and maybe a surprise here and there. I'm gonna hand it
So
over
many
to...
new things that we've been having trouble figuring out how we're going to show the document.
Yes, that's right. So I was trying to we can't fit it up in that little titling thing up there, like we've had to do a couple times. I was gonna do a full screen image just to fit all the changes, but even that was just not working. So we are just gonna share my screen of a draft article we're gonna post on LOD.org at a later date, and show you that way. So looks like I'm making sure I'm actually transmitting before I start saying things.
Yeah, it's up.
But Monoxide, I will want your help as we go through the log. So let me switch over to that display, and there's my desktop. All right, so how the hell do we introduce this, Corey?
um, it's a lot. I don't know.
Hmm? I don't know if it's 108
So,
pages 2G, but it's definitely near 108 items.
yeah, the changes are so many they gush out of the page.
They gush. They don't gush, they don't
Yeah.
goosh, they gush.
All right, so we're finally nearing the end of this release cycle and getting ready to put out a new recommended build. It was very much delayed by like 2 months due to a extremely persistent bug that took a very long time to figure out. But that has been fixed now, along with so many other things. I guess we might as well just start going through it. Some of this stuff you will have seen in previous live streams, because we kind of build on everything every week. But there's some big changes in this that have happened in the last week that we're gonna be showing off too.
All right, so from the
Um,
highlights, we've got mod loader and first draft of the modding API. A couple live streams ago, I think we featured the Japanese demo stats, for example.
yeah, and we actually have a full version of that mod ready to go now. We're going to be releasing that alongside the new recommended build, and it's not just a Japanese demo stats mod. It is a stat changing mod in general, and Zycronix is going to be shipping two presets with it, one for the regular Japanese stats and one for the Japanese demo. And all the configuration is done just using basic CSV files, so anyone can install this mod and change enemy stats, item equipment, character stats, anything, just with a basic text editor.
Very cool. I also have to eat during this, so apologies, everyone. On to the next thing, we have additions fully implemented and no longer autocomplete. This is also from a couple weeks ago, but we thought we would just
Yeah.
make sure everyone knows that. The unpacker is now 75% faster. So speaking of this, I forgot to re-unpack my files, so this is another chance to
True.
demonstrate.
Well, I mean, fortunately for you, we still have a lot of changelog to go through.
Yeah, it only takes a few minutes now, but yeah, so this will be proven as well.
Yeah, so basically this new version of the unpacker only has to unpack 25% of the files that it was before. Um, the reason for that is fairly technical. Long story short, something I found an oddity with the archive format they use, and it led to us discovering that like 75% of the files actually don't exist as their own file, and are just basically like a virtual file that points to a different one. Anyone who uses Linux might be familiar with the concept of symlinks, and it's essentially that.
So for anyone who isn't technical, imagine if 75% of all the files on your computer were just shortcuts.
Yeah, basically.
All models and animations now render correctly. That is a huge one, Corey.
Yeah. Um, it's pretty much what it says on the tin. Um, they're fixed, and we've got a little bit of a surprise that Drew hasn't even seen coming up on this stream. So this is going to be a big one.
Yeah, not even I know what this is, so it must be important.
Yeah. We've got some new debug features that are kind of well, very useful for when we're trying to run through the game quickly to test things. You can enable automatic additions. You can enable automatic Dragoon attacks as well. We have fast speed toggle and auto advance text, so that means you no longer have to interact with text boxes to advance them if you toggle that on. We've got save anywhere, which everyone's seen before, and the battle UI color, which we've been using for a few weeks now. Another new one from Zychronics is that you can choose what combat stage you want to fight on. So you can select a combat stage from the box, and then if you enable it, every fight that you get into will happen on that stage. So the stage is kind of like the background of the fight, like the scenery. Yeah, and then the pause key from last week, and we've got some basic keyboard support back in the menus. I don't think we'll go through the modding API, because that's more kind of technical stuff that's not really super important.
Yeah, let's skip to the technical section.
Relic asks, will it change the music too? No, it won't, but we are working on, if you caught the dev stream on Wednesday, you may have seen us working on the combat composer. And the combat composer will allow you to start a fight with any enemies that you want, currently it's up to 6 enemies, I think we got working. It might have been 7 enemies. You'll be able to choose the battle stage, the music, what characters you want to bring in, including duplicate characters, what equipment, what items, etc., etc. Anything that you want to change about that fight, you can do that.
And we have a bunch of bug fixes.
Yes. Probably won't go through the bug fixes either. Well, okay, so there's some notable ones. Let me just browse this really quickly here. The first one is pretty notable, fix more special effects than I can even list. That's a big one. Elepri fixed the Dragoon sound effects. That was an unpacking issue, so now things like the Dragoon transformation and spell sound effects work properly. We fixed the addition timings being wrong a little while ago. Everyone's probably seen that by now. We fixed the flashbangs, which someone was asking about previously. No more bright flashing colors at all. We fixed all of the Dragoon spells that were crashing except for Hashel's Thunder Kid. And we also fixed all of the D attacks that were crashing. Some other general fixes. We fixed the animated submap overlays, so those are going to look a lot better too.
Overall, all these bug fixes do add up, though, because quality of life is important.
Yep. And a bunch of retail bug fixes, which are literally everywhere. There's so many bugs in the actual game code, it's ridiculous.
Oh, everyone should know the wording you chose for this one. Fixed crash in Lavit's oof scene.
Yeah.
You made Relic spit out their drink. Wow. And then there's also some. There are also some bug fixes that are bugs in the retail version of the game.
So many.
Yes.
Like, you wouldn't believe. I'm amazed the game runs. Like, completely amazed.
So we've got a small list of known issues, like Psychronics. Like Monoxide said, we've got the Thunder Kid spell that you still want to avoid for right now. Celebus with the zombie hand spell, that's still not fixed yet. Okay, so I will have to nuke Celebus fast if we get that far today. But
Yeah, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I've done it a few times and it's been easy.
But the list of known issues continues to stay small. That is the important thing.
Yeah, and it's much smaller than it was. The crash list is like a third of the size it was. Yes, yeah, some of the bugs did indeed cancel each other out, and basically it was so broken that it fixed itself.
Okay, so
I want you to do something actually. Do you have a save before Frugal 2?
probably. Do you want to demonstrate the fix for the Lavitz oof scene?
It's a very good scene to demonstrate some of the improvements.
Right before him?
Yeah.
Probably this one. 66. Execute. What are the odds of that? Wow. That makes me happy.
Yeah, it should be the last save that you have Livets in.
I don't even consider myself to be that big of a Star Wars fan. Like, maybe medium. Medium Star Wars fan in general. Heavy on the pod racing, though. How can I nuke this fight?
So you can see that the background effects aren't quite rendering correctly still, but they are all rendering now.
Yeah, all the particles are now on the screen.
You can, yeah, there's a huge difference.
Textures, sun rays.
Yeah. Vinci asked, "Do you guys fix the missing heals bug?" No, not yet.
No, he wants me to suffer. We're not done with that yet. We're not done with me suffering.
Exactly. So, minor detail in this scene. Shauna's arrow actually renders now.
We can also simulate automatic text, can't we? Fast?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to first... There's two separate checkboxes. There's fast text and automatic text progression. So start with the fast text and manually pressing X. So it's automatically progressing at the fastest speed. Oh, there's the arrow. And then I'm going to do auto advanced text. I am not doing anything. Look at that.
Amazing.
Boom. Isn't that cool? Let's get rid of that. We need some music. So let's do a little boss music. Boss 2 probably. Let's drop it down a little bit. Alright, so you just want me to clear the battle, right?
Yeah, do the fight.
Okay.
Play it however you feel like you should.
Well, anybody who knows me... Oh my.
Are you noticing anything?
Lots of particles? Sound?
Yes.
Oh, the Gale Force Blast is correct now. Yeah. Did I miss anything?
Everything.
I missed everything? What did I miss? I nuked the boss and what
basically,
hit?
basically the entire thing rendered correctly.
Okay, yeah. I was noticing various things. Oh, here we go. Do you want that one? Yeah,
Okay,
here's the
now
music.
you hit the P key for a second.
Yes, I can. What happened? Hmm. Uh-oh. Did the game freeze? No, it didn't.
Yeah, okay, so
Oh, his eyes.
can you fire up the screen share so I can see
Yeah.
what's happening in real time?
Yeah, that would be great. Let's do that. There you go.
And I do want you to leave it paused if you don't have it paused still.
It's paused.
Okay. So, A, all of the models are rendering, including the high detail ones like hands, heads, body parts. If you didn't notice that.
Yep.
You're about to see the funniest bug you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, you left me a bug.
It's what I sent the picture of
Oh.
to show on stream, but I figured we should just show it
Oh,
in
okay.
real time.
All right. So should we continue?
Yeah. Just have your P key at the ready
You want me to
for
pause?
for when Albert gets the Dragoon spirit.
Okay. I'm gonna guess that he stays headless. Oh, the pain.
So the difference in this cutscene especially is like night and day.
Mm-hmm. You really need to work on the eyes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, the stream is lagging. Pause it.
Oh. I have to pause during this? I think it stopped.
There we go. I think the stream is catching up now.
I only dropped like 300 frames.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. The eyes. Alright, so it's gonna show the detail.
My Ko-fi profile picture is no longer accurate.
Oh, the hand! What is going on? You said this was rendering correctly.
Oh, you caught the first one.
Oh my god, what happened to his hand? Did he get like the pixie dust like Beetlejuice? What? It's so tiny. It's a
I wasn't sure
hand.
if you were gonna catch this one.
How would I not catch this?
Just wait until you see Albert.
Oh my god. All right, here we go. Oh, it disappears. All right, so this looks okay. We're gonna start seeing the particle effects. Yep, particles are starting to generate. And here we go. So it looks pretty decent going up in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's it gonna be?
Wait for it.
So the gem is floating and Albert has no arm, no forearm.
I think it's a little bit.
More?
A little bit.
A little bit more?
Yeah.
I had a hunch. Oh, it's so... Oh.
Yep.
Oh. I needed that laugh. Thank you.
So I do a lot of work on Legend of Dragoon in bed on my laptop before I go to sleep.
Which is how we
So
got this, by the way.
I'm laying in bed uh, with my wife sleeping next to me, and I finally fix the missing models bug. So I go through this cutscene to test it all out, and I saw that, and I think I almost actually died trying not to laugh and wake her up.
I understand. I've kind of been there before. So this means that I should definitely preserve this particular build so I can check other like cutscenes that have higher detail models, like the Linus at the end of disc 2. See if Linus has tiny hands, or I don't know. Shauna diving for Dart to push Dart out of the way, but her hands are too small.
I wonder if Kongol's axe would be tiny.
Oh, we need to see the Congo rescue scene with the statue falling down. Well, the whole live stream tonight will now consist of just replaying various cutscenes to see what happens with this build.
To see who has tiny hands.
I'll have to do this. You know, this whole thing has been ruined by certain real-life politics, so I kind of don't want to know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the one-shot of Frugal. That is my old ritual. One-shot him with Lavitz's Flower Storm the first battle, and then when you fight Frugal 2, one-shot with Jade Dragon Summon. That's how you do it.
Yep.
He's the only...
And just think. Just think. This bug has existed since the combat engine started working. It just wasn't visible because those models weren't rendering at all.
Yeah, so if you've already been playing Severed Chains, it was there. You just didn't see it.
Those tiny arms were watching and waiting in the background.
Alright.
And it literally was in the background because they were just rendering off screen.
Alright. So really quickly, now originally when Corey proposed this to me, he was asking me, can I give you an image and have you set it up without you actually seeing the image? And I was like, I better think this through before I answer, because I need to... Okay, I can use detail view in my Windows Explorer, and I can turn off the preview pane on the right-hand side, and I'm mentally checking all these boxes in my head to make sure I can do that for Corey, so I don't see it ahead of the stream. And, Corey suggested something else that might have been a little simpler, but I was like, you know what, it's just easier for me this way, I'm weird. So, I went through all the trouble of setting up this image, and then Corey did a blanket sweep on me and had me just play it live. I didn't even know I was going to do that. I thought we were going to do something else.
Surprise.
So there's a surprise within the surprise within the surprise, but I already did the work, so I'm pulling up the separate scene I made. I literally made a placeholder image with the same file name, because in OBS, my streaming software, it shows a preview of any source you add. So I just made a placeholder image, and then I copy-pasted over it after I built the scene on OBS. It was a whole fucking thing. So now we're going to look at that. So let's see how that looks. Image 4. And there's the image. All of that work was for nothing.
It will be preserved in its glory forever.
You could have just had me do that. Oh.
I could have.
The video was more enjoyable, I'll admit.
This was more fun.
Yeah, you upgraded the idea. You iterated on the...
You got to see the major improvements.
Yes. So there. Now I've made that work worth it. So, shall we play the regular save file that we got going on?
Yep. Can you start the Discord stream back up?
No. For some reason I can't.
Wow.
Where's Discord? There you are. There you go. I was soloing as Maru off stream to finally get to the absurd level 30 requirement to unlock Cat's Cradle and therefore Perky Step, in case I use it for some of the final battles and also to just smack down the Archangel. Don't really need it with Psych Bomb, but whatever. So that is why Maru is my solo party member, and I was playing around in the Barrens with Scissor Hands or something that had like 6,000 HP. Alright, so to Xenobatos. Now, please remind me, Corey, how much of this is playable? I know about the Celebus bug, but can the Lapto laws be done now?
Yep. Yeah, I fixed that the other day.
I'm gonna drop the volume some more. And I'm gonna try and reset that. I think it uses Death Frontier. I think it uses Death Frontier music. Oh, I'm also going to demonstrate combat. Hold on a second. Combat removal with the like a charm potion effect where you don't have minor encounters.
Yeah, that's a new debug feature. You can just disable encounters.
Let's save. And I actually want a party for this. So my party will be...
Stop overwriting your saves.
What's that?
Stop overwriting your saves.
Sorry. It was just off-screen addition grinding. Jeez. Ugh. I'm gonna have thousands of save files. Haven't I spent enough time... I've played this game for 23 years. Some save files are going to be overridden. When I die, I'm gonna have like 15,000 save files and no one's gonna know what to do with them. So let's do Hashel. Kongol. Hashel. And Dirt. Dirt sounds good.
Kongol's the main character.
Let's check our gear. Dart could use an accessory. Talisman seems not right.
John says we need a SAS montage.
Oh, Dart has 108 magic defense. That's pretty cool.
Oh, there you go.
Do I not have an attack badge? Oh, it's on Albert. Albert, take that off. Fake shield for Albert. Oh, he's wearing a bandana. Nighthelm, maybe? Yeah, we'll do Nighthelm. Hashel's got the Dragon Helm, but that's not doing him any favors right now. Well, technically it gives him better stats, so I might as well just keep it on him. It hurts. Story vest, combat shoes,
fake shield for his fake arms.
I wonder... Let's do Bandit's Ring and, like, Magical Greaves, so they all have the same speed. The 60 speed party. Alright, now I want to save. On a new save, so I don't hurt Corey's feelings. Very fancy.
Last time you overwrote data that we needed for testing something.
Look at that, no hands!
Wow.
And automation is really putting me out of a job.
Pretty soon the test harness is going to be running these streams.
Yep. Now, interestingly, look at how smart this is already. It doesn't automatically advance these prompts where you can still choose. Where am I going? Legislation Center.
Yep.
And I want law 703. I think I want 703, right, y'all?
I have no idea.
All of y'all in the stream have played this game a billion times. Help me out. It's probably 703.
Shouldn't you know these things?
I should know a lot of things. I should not know everything.
Felicity says we should give Congo roller skates.
Oh, that was so close! Woo!
I don't disagree.
We could do that. What are our feelings on artificial intelligence?
I have strong negative feelings on artificial intelligence.
Generally strong negative feelings for me. There's potential, there's shit. Should not use the gamepad for this. There's potential, but it's being misused a lot. It's being rushed because of the way I see it, it's being rushed because NFTs didn't work out. So it's, okay, instead of a breather, let's just instantly push another fad. At least 20 years ago, there was space between fads.
At least getting caught, you get to see this scene.
So I could do 659. I've got a lot of items.
I bet you're looking forward to the next release that will have a item cap of 9,999.
Oh yeah, that'll be great. I can't even see what I'm collecting in the chat. The auto text is too fast. Acquired something.
I mean, you could turn it off.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Alright, I guess I'll go for 659 just to stretch this out a little bit. Ah, shit! Wait, it didn't... It almost didn't catch me! I was just standing on the side and it passed me! What the fuck was that? Can we just, like, de-render these models so they can't touch me?
Give Congo a break.
I'm good at this game. Yeah, I can just leave off the auto. Alright. No more casual, we're going hardcore.
If Congo can just bust through walls, why has that skill never been used in the past?
It would trivialize the game too much.
He has plot smashing. Doom says, "Who's made of cardboard now?" Congo to the wall.
Okay, this sucks. There's times where my input isn't registering on the controller.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Don't even start with me. Seriously, there's like some dead zone issues or something. I'm not saying that to like actually be, you know, rude, but it is making the playthrough a little harder all of a sudden.
I mean, you've never had that problem before.
I have had that problem before several times. It's just now it actually matters. I might actually do 659 just to knock it out. Or just, I could try keyboard, maybe?
Yep. And keyboard works fine.
But going diagonal is going to be weird. Keyboard warrior! Oops, I didn't want to do that.
Now you're just teasing them.
This is so inefficient. Oh, wait. Yeah. Come on. Also, I think the sound is too low, so let's up that back a little bit.
Here you just have to make a mad break for it.
Yeah. I just need him to go so I can get past. The sound effects are a little funny on how they're rendering right now. The sound effect. That was cute. For anyone who doesn't know, the most useless law is being able to cut in line. Like, you only save a second or two. Or 5 seconds, maybe, whatever. Is this a revision of the law? Yes. Trespasser shall be teleported to the jail. Shall not be teleported to the jail. Jail's stupid anyway. Alright, let's get out of here. Now we just gotta get through 2 more of these sections, then we can repeat it. Ah! Oh, so close.
You snuck it in there.
I can be pretty good at this. Law Factory.
Kind of funny that you can disable the shops.
I always wondered if, like, they meant for it to not be enabled by default, but then reverted that decision, deciding that that's too many laws to have to change.
Yeah.
Like, why can't, like, sure, we can have the legislation system to play with. That's Xenobatos' feature, but to mitigate that, so you don't have to change 10 different laws, just give you an option to have, like, Congo punch a Lapdo in the face or something. Oh, my data says you can use the shop now.
He did just blast through a wall. I think he could punch one of these robots.
Yeah.
Hey, Kakashi.
Sure.
You missed that everything is fixed.
Almost everything. We still have tiny hands.
Yes. You missed that everything is fixed except Albert has tiny hands. Oh yes, you also missed Drew getting teleported to jail repeatedly.
No, that's not a thing that happened.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you for agreeing with me.
You're welcome.
I don't trust the controller. We're going on keyboard.
Run!
Ah! This one's easy. This one's a little... Darn. Oh, shit! Frick! Damn it. I was so close.
You got caught on the geometry.
I did.
With 2G, we need a jail counter.
You know what? I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Once per location, you can use speed up outside of battle to increase your speed running around. How about it?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to change that.
Let's try this again. Everything is fine.
Marino, the law isn't revised yet. Drew still has to go and do a few more steps.
I am impatiently using the controller. Shit, wrong way. Down. Oh! Made it. Made it to the law factory. So while we're doing this extra law to make the rest more painless, if any of you have questions about severed chains or just anything about LOD in general, stuff Corey or I do, or you want an update on something, ask a question, get an answer. Did I actually get the production license? Yep. Ooh, a snowstorm.
Oh yeah, we had a snowstorm last night.
Now, this one's on purpose. I just want to get back faster. When is the music going to be fixed? You know, that's a good question. I actually also would like to know. Technically, I do know, but the short answer is that music is technically implemented, but it still crashes when you use it, so we need to find the hurdle there.
It's mostly just the timing that is holding it up, but Elepri is working on a SPU replacement.
$2G, don't fudge.
Kind of
What?
kind of working on that out of band while I work on the release.
2G,
So
please
that'll
don't.
be done.
Sorry, Corey.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Too much time delay. Just sit next to me. You only live a couple 100 miles away.
A little more than that.
I know. I was gonna say 2G, don't fudge the jail counter. I said specifically that one was on purpose. Oop, that's a
Still jail.
bad. I don't care. Okay, I have specific reasons why I hate jail. You're looking right at me, but you won't arrest me. Run, 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 run. Okay. Almost there.
No, we don't have true widescreen yet. True widescreen can't be done in maps like this because the backgrounds are pre-rendered. But we will be doing it on the world map and in combat at the very least.
Check out the laptop.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Wow. All right then.
This one's the special laptop.
And that platform is empty.
I wouldn't worry about it.
You know what? Having some of the platforms be empty actually is more thematic to the location. So we should keep that.
Yeah. Some of the platforms also have a garbled texture. Felicity says, "What is your favorite Severed Chains feature and why?"
Oh, that's not fair because this has too many good features. How about you, Corey?
Hmm. I mean, every time that I am forced to use the emulator, I am enraged by the loading time. So definitely the fact that there's no loading time.
I would agree. Near zero load times is basically a godsend.
Like everything just happens instantly.
Yeah, I mean, look at this transition. It's just enough of a fade that it's not too jarring. That's it.
Yep, normally that would be a load point, but that's literally just it fades out and fades back in, and that's the only wait.
Some of my favorites are that one, the near zero loading times, NoDart, so I can have way more party combinations. When it comes, subbing Lavitz back in will be one of my favorites. I know that. I'll be using him a ton.
Yeah, I think once we finish the match composer, or the combat composer, that's definitely going to be a favorite feature for a lot of people. Being able to build combat encounters any way that you want.
Gotta wait for my turn. Oh, I have something else to share with y'all today. My own surprise. First, let's do the 703. You might have seen my previews in the Discord server, but I have some very cool things to show you probably at the end of the stream. It uses a different build, but for those who don't know, I've been really excited on the Discord server lately with one of the new features we're trying to test to make Severed Chains even more enjoyable with expanded controller support. Well, maybe I can just at least show you what I've been working with. So while we're doing these law things, see, this is the bad thing, Corey. With no loading times, I can't just easily pick something up and show it because the game's already waiting for my inputs. I have to constantly act. The game is no longer 80% waiting around. Let's go to the
Yeah,
law
it's a
factory.
real problem being able to actually play the game.
Yeah, it's a problem being able to focus on more playtime and less waiting. Alright, so this is my newest pickup. Actually, I'll start with an old pickup. If I can get it. Oh, which one?
Oh, that sound.
Yep, sorry. Hold on. There's too many things going on. Delete. Okay. This is a Guitar Hero controller. And you're probably wondering, Drew, why are you showing a Guitar Hero controller on a Legend of Dragoon Severed Chains livestream? I'm glad you asked. So, what I've been able to do is, I'm borrowing a roommate's wireless adapter that lets you use Xbox 360 peripherals on Windows. It actually is plug and play, basically. It's pretty easy. And then I would, like, push the button, and it connects to my computer. And when it connects to my computer, thanks to one of the experimental updates we're working on, actually thanks to someone who was part of my original fan gathering the fandom stuff I was doing in 2007 on YouTube, that same person who was there came back recently and started contributing to try and make Severed Chains better, and one of those things was improved controller support. Now, we haven't checked everything out and put it in the main build yet, But hopefully Corey
One
will...
sec, true.
Huh?
The stream's lagging pretty bad.
Okay. Yeah, I must have dropped a bunch of frames, but they could still hear all the audio.
Okay.
Hopefully you heard what I said. But, so thanks to that experimental update that they're working on, I was able to plug in any number of controllers, and it would at least have a basic input. So what that means is I plugged in this guitar, and I did additions with these buttons up here. Mostly just the green button, because that's the A button, which translates to the X button for PlayStation. But eventually we're going to try and mod it so, like, to do additions, you have to hold down at least one of these, and then strum here as well if you want that much difficulty. And it's, you know, most of these are wireless, but you could probably use a wired one too. So that's the guitar. This one is a little more ridiculous. I'm probably going to start a band with some fan musicians. I already asked them, and they were jokingly accepting of it. So this is, I picked this up at a retro game store. This is a digital keyboard. Little digital keyboard with a handle. And you can see that, you know, these peripherals, they usually have the regular buttons. So it's got A, B, X, Y, and start and select. And it's got a little D-pad. So I was playing LOD on this little bit. But eventually I hope we can mod it so that we can actually use the keys. So you can perform additions with musical notes. Because it's just that absurd. And finally, I don't have all the peripherals I want yet. I only just started looking, but I'm also borrowing this flight joystick that you would use for Microsoft Flight Simulators, sci-fi space games, or whatever. And this actually moves Dart around when I go like this, and I perform additions by clicking this in. So I'll show that off a little bit at the end of the stream. It's pretty crazy. So if you for some reason don't have a regular gamepad, but you do have a joystick, you'll still be able to play Legend of Dragoon, because these are our accessibility priorities. So there you go. So you have that to look forward to if you stay.
This is top priority.
This is how you get people to stay to the end of the live stream, Corey. You got to follow my unusual tactics here. What the hell am I doing now? Am I going to the Law Factory? I think so.
The stream is still lagging quite bad.
Yeah, I know. I've just doubled my frames dropped. Holy hell. I can't control the frame drop right now. It's an issue with our ISP, I believe I deciphered last time. One day I will have better internet. There's nothing I can do about it right now. But I hope it will stay together. A Coolon mod for joystick compatibility. Wouldn't that be great? We'll actually let you traverse the world map in 3D. Alright, Corey. We gotta take that mostly flat world map that just has those jagged cones for the mountains and make a complete 3D terrain remake and let you fly around as Coolon in third person.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's do it.
That's gonna be a big overhaul. Oh my gosh. That's gonna be big.
FYI, the Discord stream is not lagging at all, so I think it's probably OBS.
That's strange.
Maybe check your CPU usage real quick.
It's probably gonna be like 5%. Let's see. 40%. 13 for the game, 9 for OBS, and like 1% on a few other things. GPU usage is also low, only 30% for OBS, 3% for Discord. So my performance is fine locally.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, restarting OBS wouldn't change this. This has been an issue for several months now.
This is much worse, though. Like, there's something wrong with it.
Wow, 18,000 frames.
Yeah,
Well,
no, it's like you're dropping like it's more like pause than it is actual video.
is this on the HLS? Look, we're testing out the pause feature today. It's the least we can do for you. Right, Corey?
Yeah, sure.
Back me up here. I'm on the HLS key.
Exactly.
It used to be that the RTMP or RMTP key was worse, and HLS was better. Now HLS is doing it. I don't know.
You're getting like 1 frame a second.
I don't understand.
I think you should probably restart OBS.
I really don't want to. If I do that, I might lose the event stream, and the stream is split, and the URL changes, and it's a whole big headache. If it happens again, wow, I'm dropping a lot of frame. What the hell is going on?
It hasn't stopped happening. That's the thing. Like it hasn't stopped. It's constant.
It's because we're playing in Xenobatos. Alright, I'm gonna try to reset things. I don't want to, but I guess I have to. So I'm just gonna type it so people know. And the boss music starts. Oh no. No, 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 no. Cancel that. Cancel all of that. So let's try it again. And see what happens. Hello, are we here?
It's reloading for me on the TV now.
Okay, let's try again. We'll see. I've already dropped 300 frames. How? How have I? When I did the test, it was a packet loss thing or something.
Well, the stream is now.
The stream is what now?
The stream isn't lagging now. It's fine.
We'll give it a try. If it happens again, I don't know what to do. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm gonna try and see if I can finally figure it out, but it's been plaguing me.
No, that wasn't your internet. That was an OBS issue.
I guess. I'm just so used to it being 100% reliable that it's been a while since I've had a bad OBS issue. It's hard to believe. And like, I still think I have an ISP issue anyway because I'm on Spectrum Internet.
Yeah, definitely. But that was not internet.
Yeah.
The internet was fine there.
I will agree. All right. Let's get the music back. And this will allow us to proceed to the Signet Sphere, right?
Yeah, everything looks fine now. It's not lagging at all.
Well, it took a while for it to get like that. Marino asks if YouTube supports AV1. I am very interested in trying out AV1 myself. I don't think I... Is that a thing that's only for newer graphics cards, or can I just do that?
You can't do hardware accelerated encoding on older graphics cards.
Support me on Ko-fi so I can get a new graphics card, please.
And CPU, I don't think CPU encoding is feasible. For now, at least.
Really?
It's very intensive.
I mean, I would like to think my 10,900K could at least try, but I need a new GPU anyway, so...
For parallel processing, it doesn't matter what you have. Graphics cards have, you know, thousands of processors versus the few cores that a CPU has.
That's fair. Alright, let's see if we can proceed. I think I gotta go upstairs for this one.
Okay, Doom says he has a challenge for you.
A
For
challenge.
Celibus, no angels' prayers and no death block.
No death block. That's not nice. I was gonna cheese it with a hairband and 2 talismans.
No, I don't think you can do that now.
Uh,
You've been challenged.
the last time I listened to someone's suggestions, i.e. your party configuration, it got me in trouble.
That was fine. You won. That means everything was fine.
YouTube is saying error, not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream. Not receiving enough video, like...
I'm guessing that was from before.
It just came up.
It's fine now.
Well, I don't know what it's erroring about, because I have no drop frames, and that's like the only problem I have.
Yeah, no, it's fine now. That must have been from a while ago,
I think
even if it just came up now.
I'm running it on 60 frames per second, I know that much. Fingers crossed, everybody. Cross your fingers, cross your toes if you know how. Oh. Let's get the, where is it? Here we go. Off to see the wizard.
Alright, definitely save here just in case you can nuke Celibus fast enough.
Yeah. On a separate save file.
Always a separate save file.
Alright. So this is not really the party I should bring to this fight.
The wonderful Wizard of Laws.
Because... That's actually a good way to say it. Thank you, Jack. I'm gonna put Miranda in. So I can, like, actually nuke Celibus quickly enough. How do I want to do this?
Relic has a very good question.
Hmm.
If it was just Maru in the party, could you go to the sphere without changing the law?
Hey, we should try that. Just have Maru solo the area. No laws need to change. She'll just solo the executioners and then sneak everybody in that way. Great.
We can add that as an Easter egg now that we can do NoDart.
We could just make Kulon fly us to the Signet Sphere. Like it's... Wait a minute. It just... You just take a little brown platform to fly over there. But like... There's no arrest bots to arrest you. I guess the platform wouldn't work for you. But you can still fly there, and there's no arrest bots to stop you. You can fly there with Kulon. So, like, what are they gonna do? There's no arrest bots in this area, so you should just fly over with Kulon. You don't even need Maru. Wait a minute. We gotta fix this. I'm gonna put cop bots everywhere. I'm gonna hate it, but it would be more consistent. Maybe it'll just turn it into a space battle. Like, Kubila, Vector, and Celibus actually meet you over the air and combat you on your way to the Signet Sphere. And then you have an aerial combat with 2 hybrid winglies who can fly and 1 hybrid wingly who cannot fly. So I don't know if they're just gonna each carry Vector with 1 arm. I don't know how that's gonna work, unless he's gonna get his own little platform and he'll try to, like, sweep in on the platform and quickly snip you with the scissors. I don't know what that would look like, but there's a rough idea. Anyway, let's do something. We're just gonna do whatever party just to get this over with. Yeah, let's just try it.
I'll try turning my mic down a bit. Or my headset, rather.
I thought it was just imagining things, but I think I am hearing myself on your mic. The laptos sound terrible. The will of the creator, so
Nailed it.
Thank you. I was imitating yogurt from Spaceball. Spaceballs. Alright, we need...
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Is it boss 2? I think it's boss 2. We'll try boss 2. Alright, we want speed up. Actually... Oh, I don't have speed down yet. I need to find that somewhere. Whoops. Need to get speed down somewhere.
Where's that?
I deserve a debuff? Thank you, John. I put speed up on Miranda, and now it's Rose's turn. Alright, fine. Power up. Alright. Let's go as hard as I can. Do I want to start with Psych Bomb? Don't know if I'll one-shot with Psych Bomb, so I might go for... Translite might be best. Alright, here we go.
Mash on the keyboard.
Good enough. 1060. Now I should use... Oh, don't petrify Miranda! It doesn't work because of Severed Chains! Yeah! Thank you! Thank you for not implementing the status effects yet. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
They are implemented. It's just very rare that it actually works.
That's my point.
And it's Miranda's turn again.
Don't mess with the...
Now you can Psych Bomb.
Don't mess with the spirit of what I'm saying. Alright, so... Psych Bomb... I kind of want to power down first, but whatever. I can't see the percentages. Ugh. Come on, come on, come on. 1800. Alright, now...
That's a pretty good hit.
Oh no! Don't status me. Don't status me, please, please, please. Please, please, please. No status. Come on, come on, come on. I need to go faster, 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 faster. Oh, I gave her an ultimate war god, I forgot.
I was wondering.
Yeah, the auto
All right.
additions.
Successful.
The auto additions don't stop counters, and it's hard to see the counters. So. Oh darn. Got 3 Angels' Prayers.
You are gonna fail the challenge.
I'm not accepting the challenge.
No, I have no idea what was up with the 0 HP Miranda.
That was so ridiculous. I've watched that clip like 5 times as though it would actually help me figure it out, and it has not.
Wait, you mean you aren't gonna fix the code for me?
Amazingly, no. That is not my role. Alright, that should be it for him. It's invisible! Oh, there we go.
Invisible at first.
Invisible Tombstone. Look, I need to clear items out of my inventory. Shut up. Double fail my butt. I need to clear items out of my inventory, I was saying, before I was rudely cut off.
225 SP.
Yeah. Love me some... Oh, 999. Good number. Some nice low latency additions. Alright. We made it past the part that could stop us from advancing in the game. For several months now, the farthest we could get is Xenobatos because of Celebus and some other stuff. Right, Corey?
Yeah, you couldn't actually get the law special items.
Yeah. All right.
So now we're in sort of question mark territory.
Unknown territory, I was gonna say.
Yeah. So arm the crash counter, because no idea what's gonna happen from here on out.
So it's a little hard to notice, but if you look right around here, there's actually shadows for these 3 structures for the Signet Sphere. There's shadows for all 3 of them. Nice little touch. I guess we need Zeke's theme.
All right, Zechronix has tested this area.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
You don't know where the end that we can play to is.
The heartbeat sound. Oh no. Anyone notice that when Dart tries to stop him, he's in normal form now, but later in Mayfill, I think he goes Dragoon, and that also gets stopped, and he just doesn't quite understand his dad's power. Bye.
Zechronix says that you can play up to the second final boss.
The what?
The second final boss.
There's only a first final boss. What does
The
that
boss
mean?
before the final boss.
The penultimate one, you mean? Yeah. But it's not the same issue that the re-release had.
What issue did the re-release have?
Soft locking on Dragoon magic.
Which issue?
Which soft locking on Dragoon magic. I don't think that's a problem for SC.
No.
Off we go. Do you accept PayPal on your donation page? Yes, we do.
Yes.
There's links in the video description for Corey as the project leader of Severed Chains and myself doing general LOD stuff like community organizing, archivism, and all that. Whoever you want to support, it's your choice. We appreciate all the help we can get, and it helps us be able to more easily prioritize doing more work on this.
Yeah, it definitely makes a big difference.
What am I doing? Article 409. Oh, 410. I keep thinking it's 409 and it's 410. Alright, let's change 410. Let's get off this music because this music is unholy and unlucky. And it's the worst because, oh my gosh, fighting the last Kraken. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. You know what? I'm playing a peaceful track. I am revising.
Just play like the prairie song.
I'm doing Peace Between Hills. It was the first one I saw. I have just pretend I have passed a law that changed the ambient music for the area. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it?
No.
All right.
Should re-enable random encounters though. Show off some of the improved effects.
Okay. Oops. That one.
Yeah, we appreciate that, Kakashi.
Thanks, Kakashi. That's really nice of you. 409 just cleans out the place. Yeah, that must be it. That old stupid cleaning commercial. Giddy up 409. I am.
I don't think I've ever seen that commercial. Might just be a US thing.
So I don't think it's a societal problem to happen to remember some commercials, but there are a lot that are just burned into my head, and I didn't even remember. I guess I watched a lot of TV as a kid growing up, but not so much recently. Like in terms of TV that has advertisements, I only watch like streaming content since I moved to Missouri. Basically, the advent of Netflix and all that. So all of my reference for commercials is mostly from 20 years ago, or 15 or 10 years ago, maybe at most. So it's mostly 90s content with cheesy commercials like that. The Pepto-Bismol commercial, where they did the dance as the office workers.
I think they still do that.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Yay, Pepto-Bismol. Remember, humans are the product. The product is not the product they're selling. The product is you, the human. You are what's being marketed.
Although we could be sponsored by Pepto-Bismol.
And I just opened an item that says acquired burning wave. Alright, off to the Law Factory. Hate to break it to you, but 20 years ago was not the 90s. Look, we're in like the 7th or 8th year of 2016, and like the 4th year, or the 3rd year of 2020. So, time just... It's not even a Jeremy Bearimy anymore. It's just, like, worse than that.
You don't need to remind us.
I really don't. Because most fans of this game are my age. It most easily captured kids that were, like, 10 to 13 years old. It was really nice that, for all the things that are wrong with Xenobetos, at least they play nice music.
Yeah, the music can definitely change the mood of a place.
Yeah, isn't this one of your favorite... You kind of expect there to be boats where you can traverse the water, right? Now, I took a quick glance at OBS. I've dropped another 300 frames, but it's not 20,000 like it was, so yay for that.
That's good. Literally, when it was bugged out, you were getting like 1 frame through like every second or two.
And I was trying so hard to show off all those funny controllers that you could play Legend of Dragoon with, and I guess like I was...
Well, I mean, we got lots of very good still images of them.
Yes, you got we got a
PowerPoint presentation of your controllers.
I gave you a slideshow, which would normally be very hard to produce in that way. And the audio stayed good. Yeah, that was the important part.
Yeah. That's all we really needed.
Da 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 da. Bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum ba bum ba ba da 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 da. Task failed successfully. Yes.
You missed a bit of funny stuff, but we've got VODs.
Oh, Banicula, if you only knew. Enjoy this Matrix Lapto down here at the bottom.
Haha, you missed a few small details.
Small details. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, we're about 40 minutes away from our usual stopping time. I will proceed a little bit, but at some point I'm going to cut to the other build, Corey, if that's okay with you.
Yep.
A downburst. Lots of no multi-items. You were at a massage because you're old.
Everyone watching this stream was born in the 90s at the latest.
Probably. Alright, everybody who... You don't have to say what year, but if you were not born in the 90s, say, like, me or something in chat. If you were not born in the 90s, we need to know how many outliers there are.
I was barely born in the 90s.
Oh, wait a minute! Me! I wasn't born in the 90s! Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm an outlier. Crap.
Yeah.
I just thought of that. I was like, wait a minute. Wait, I wasn't born in the 90s? Oh no. But I said most fans are like, 10 to 13. So, a lot of people were born, as fans of LOD, were born in like 87 to 89 as well. Not just like 90, 91, 92, but in the 80s as well. The late 80s. So
apparently I'm one of the younger ones here.
Is a bad question. 84? 84 for Krieg. Hello.
Yeah, I was in 91.
91. So, kind of averages at 1990 almost. Not bad. Alright then. Oh, are we going to do a combat thingy? Let's do a combat thingy. Look at this peaceful music with death. And a guillotine. What a pair for this music. What am I...
2G with the 97 coming in hot.
What are we doing here? Corey?
Just do attacks and stuff.
Do attacks?
Dragoon transformations. There's a lot of major improvements, though. Like, basically anything you do is better.
We'll do that. Oh, that does look better. Invisible Rose looks good. Thanks, Corey.
Did you see that, the first part of the transformation, though?
The part where she was invisible? Yeah. You asked me to show stuff off, and the first thing I pick is an Invisible Rose. Alright, let's go with Demon's Gate. It's got a lot of effects in this one. Notice...
I don't think that the,
Now,
look at that.
Did you notice the rings were present in the oops, sorry, the audio is still playing. But the rings formed for the spell casting. That was missing for a while. Now look at whoosh.
Look at all these effects.
Look at all these effects. Oh, death is immune to death. Oh no. No.
Funny about that, huh?
Yeah, I kind of knew that, but I was just... It gives me an excuse to show off another ability. Freezing Ring sounds good. Never mind. Blue Sea Dragon sounds good. Demon's Gate is PG-18.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, the dragon. Here it comes. This part looks normal.
Like, none of this rendered at all before.
Yeah. It's much better. Oh, this part is great. This part is pretty perfect. And then there's the typhoon and the dragons. Yep, this looks pretty good. 1500. Not bad. But I want to show off the customized combat thingy. So let's say I want combat stage 15.
Hopefully you don't pick one that crashes.
I'm saving my game because you should always save before you try things like this. It's a debug feature after all.
Yeah. If you pick a combat stage that doesn't actually exist, then it's not gonna work great.
And look, we have magically teleported to the Shrine of Shirley. And the professor is stuck in the railing, but that's okay. Here we go. That's better.
Yep.
So we got a professor, 2, and Sky Chaser. Should we just do... Yeah, let's do Gates of Heaven. We almost never show Gates of Heaven. Let's get some healing. There's lines. Wow.
Not bad.
It's a little loud, sorry.
Yeah, the XA audio is way louder than the rest of the game.
This is one of the loudest spells. Miss! Why? Oh, it hurts.
Yeah, we'll add a mod to restore the what's it called? Demon's Gate to the old JP version.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say create a mod so that healing spells no longer miss on your allies. No, we shouldn't need a mod for that. Oh god. Death Dimension?
Yeah. I don't think that the actual like floating quad renders, but
We're here to
let's have a look.
evaluate. You told me to add stuff to evaluate stuff, so here we are. That looks
See,
pretty nice.
all these effects weren't rendering at all. None of this.
Oh yeah, the blue rings are perfect. This is pretty perfect.
The vortex didn't render. Like I'm telling you, like the
Okay.
difference between this and the last recommended build is
Night and day.
ridiculous.
That didn't do much damage, unfortunately. So we can't do Diamond Dust because it costs too much MP. But we can fix that. Combat Debugger.
Again,
MP1 hundo. Oh look, she has enough MP now.
amazing. How did you do that?
Oh, I just activated a special ability called Diamond Derp. You're welcome. Nope, hammer's missing, but... Oh, there it is. The hammer is in the wrong position, but that's okay. We should
Where
get
should the hammer be?
What's that?
Where should the hammer be?
Under her feet, touching the ice.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like it's under her now. Felicity says, amazing. How did you do that? It was
Magic.
magic.
Oh. Dropped a bunch of frames.
Too much magic, apparently.
Dropped 2,000 frames that time. Not good.
It looks like it might have just been a hiccup that time. It's back to
Hopefully.
working now.
It only took a few seconds for it to resume last time, so give it a few more seconds. I'm sure it'll act up again. Did I do Freezing Ring? No, Freezing Ring. This is how Drew got to be the 108th best LOD player. Hacks? No. All natural performance. No steroids, no whey protein, nothing. Should we try Star Children? Or have we already done...
Sure. No, we haven't done Star Children.
I know I did it like a month or two ago.
Yeah, that back then the animation was all messed up and she just basically fell apart. But that doesn't happen anymore, as you can see.
It looks right. That's the part that sucks. But that part is better. And that part is good. Yep.
Yeah, I swear to God, all of these are rendering even way better than the last time I looked at them.
Hey, we got a Sage's Cloak. How about that?
Nice.
It's like a 2% chance. Normally I have to fight for those or buy them. Okay.
Miranda Punch. Yeah.
So I'm gonna probably save and stop this portion of our playthrough, but I will load the other build and show you the controller stuff.
Fun fact, this scene is completely broken. I had to do a bunch of patches to get it to work properly.
So someone, Infected Chris, says, cloak, that's a ring. Yes, it's just the accessory slot in general. But you should know that the Taiwanese strategy guide, it has images that I believe are official images, illustrations of all the equipment in the game, including consumable items as well, like Spear Frost has a graphic, Black Rain has a graphic, Fatal Blizzard has a graphic. But mainly it's the equipment that I want to focus on. They have different illustrations for all the weapons and the armor pieces and the accessories. And some of them look different than you might expect. Like War God Calling is, I think, like a helmet of some kind, and Ultimate War God is like a whole full body, like kind of BDSM straps kind of a thing. It's really weird, kind of some kind of exoskeleton. I've posted some of these image previews on the Discord server, and more of those are coming to ld.org soon. So it's interesting to see what all these accessories actually look like.
Also, another interesting thing is that there's actually additional icons in the game files that are unused.
Yep.
And we're going to be restoring some of those and including them in separate chains as a mod.
Oh yes. I desperately want to get the hammers in. There's an icon for hammers, fists, knuckles. So Haschel gets 2 that way. Axes.
Well, Albert could use some replacement fists.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna get pole arms, like he should.
He's already got some pole arms.
Yes. And different icons for accessories. Like there's a red dress, there's a white dress of some kind. There's a necklace-looking thing. Different graphics for the footwear and the torso, and I think the headwear as well. There's a whole set of them, so we'll show those off when we get to it. Save. Let's save the game. I am now over 108 save files. I hit that mark last week. So now I would like to open a separate build of the game really quick, if I can find it. Separate chains, test mod.
While you're doing this, I will be back in 1 moment.
Ah, shoot. Sorry about the noise. Sorry. My antivirus thinks this is suspicious and it's not, so I have to wait till it lets me add it as an exception while it scans it. Sorry about that noise. Open anyway. I'm gonna like mute Avast. There we go. Avast has been muted on my volume bar. Anyway, let's get rid of that one. And oh, it just works. Cool. Alright, so there are two special things about this build. This is the experimental build that is not yet on the... It's not available to the public yet. Basically, well, technically it is, but... Words are hard. Let me try. So... The person who was working on making the expanded controller support was kind enough to help me get this up and running without having to do my own, like, GitHub stuff to pull this experimental branch on GitHub. And it has two main features. The first feature is dynamic hot swapping of controllers. So what this means is I'm going to have both of these plugged in. Now this is a wired controller. This is a wired controller. I always use this. And this is for my wireless connected controllers. You can have multiple controllers connected, as many USB ports as you can support, basically. If you've got 3 USB ports that are open, you can plug in 3 controllers, and you can swap between all 3 of them. So I'm going to demonstrate that. The second thing is, I can actually navigate the menu with the controller now. I've been wanting that ever since we started. Well, when we started, it worked, but then when we did some refactoring, it stopped working, and it's been hard for a few months to use the keyboard and the mouse to navigate the menu. So now we won't have to do that anymore pretty soon, and it'll just support controllers again. Alright, Nest of Dragon. Alright, so I'm running around. You can see I'm running around with this controller. Now, I'm going to attach another controller. Oh dear. I will attach the Guitar Hero controller by putting some batteries in it, apparently. Never mind. Let's try something else. Does this have batteries in it? Ooh, so heavy. Alright, so I've got that connected on... You can't really see the light, but it's on number... Oh, it's... the chroma key is getting rid of the green, sorry. But it's on. Now, I'm still running on the gamepad. See? I'm still running on the gamepad instead. But I'm going to press a button. I'm going to press the F9 key and, like, B or something. And let's get that back up here. And... Oop, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? F9 and B. And there we go.
When I said mouse and keyboard support, this is not what I had in mind.
No, not at all. So what I can do is I can arrow left and right, choose my actions, and I can do additions with the little A button. Now, obviously, the point of using something like this would be to actually use its unique feature, the keyboard, but that's not, we have to custom program that in. So for now, I'll just use the A button. So here we go. And there you go. Bone Crush on a keyboard. Not bad, right? So now I'm gonna unplug the batteries, of course. Make sure you unplug your batteries when you're done with the device. Never gonna get to live that one down. Let's move on to a guitar.
Doom says that any time the game can be played using a real bagpipe to honor the bagpipes from Celeste.
Yeah. Challenge run. If they made a bagpipe controller for Xbox 360 or something. Alright, now...
Do you not have Bagpipe Hero in the States?
Surprisingly, no. Imagine me giving you the middle finger right now. Alright, so I'm going to activate this device. Oop, that changed the camera for some reason. Can I do it out of the gate? This one doesn't have, like, the same... Okay, so I'm gonna press F9, and I'm gonna push this button. Yep, okay. So now I can do additions with this green button here. So I'm going to try that. Now the idea with this one is to hold the green button and then strum this part for the additions as well. So it's kind of like you're playing music to the additions. But it's just going to be the button for now until we get a custom programming on it. So here we go. This is really awkward.
Quillery says bagpipe here was something different in the States. My mistake.
It doesn't want to... Why doesn't it want to go?
This looks like it'll really strike a chord with the fans.
You screwed me up, damn it, Corey. I was gonna do Omni Sweep, and you had to open your mouth. Let's try it again.
Sounds like a skill issue.
No, this, for some reason, it's not registering the button very well. I don't know what that's about. Like, it keeps
wearing out.
trying to change the camera. Work in progress. The other guitar works better. I have 3 guitars. 1, 2, 3 guitars. With my 2 fingers. I have had a really hard day. Like, 30 minutes before the live stream, I got some really bad LOD-related news. As some of you know, I try to curate through, when we have community news or the Severed Chains streams, I advertise those on Discord and Facebook and Reddit and Twitter so that we can help people be aware that we're doing it. And whenever there's big community news, new discoveries, reveals, whatever, I post about it. Because I do community organizing. But for some reason, the creator who has been dormant on the Facebook fan page for like years, who I got permission from to start administrating the page and prettying it up with a better banner image and do the constant news posts about what's going on in the fandom and everything, just popped out of the woodwork the other day, and I couldn't log into the Facebook fan page as an administrator, and I couldn't figure it out. So I said, okay, I'll probably try again later. And today I was going to advertise the stream on the fan page, and it turns out I think I'm blocked from the page, and I'm also removed as an administrator. And out of nowhere, the creator of the page is suddenly posting the AI-generated art of Dart and Kongo and all that's been circulating recently. And I'm like, what is the point? Like, I don't have to be the only one doing fandom news, but they haven't lifted a finger in forever. Why kick me out now? This is going to hurt the fandom way more than it hurts me personally. But until someone else is willing to do that work, I need to be administrating that page so that I can syndicate all this stuff. And they changed the URL away from legendofdragoon.org back to the change.org petition, which I don't understand what the point of that is. The change.org petition isn't shared on news posts anywhere. There's no work behind that right now. And the global petition is on our unified homepage. Why set it back to change.org? I don't know. I really need to figure out if they're willing to have a conversation to let us get that back. I'm guessing jealousy, I don't know. But I don't think I did anything wrong there. It was really weird.
Yeah, it just seems like pettiness.
It seems petty. Like, I know it's the internet and not everything has to have an official conversation, but like, part of good community management between administrators is direct communication. Recently, we cleaned out the admin list of all of the dead, like the inactive admins who hadn't been contributing. But the creators, one caveat in giving me more control was they wanted to stay on just for sentimental reasons. That is what was communicated to me through my contact, who was the one who got me the in the first place, to be allowed to admin the page. And I'm starting to think it's not for sentimental reasons. They just wanted me to amplify it and do great with it, and then they would just sweep that out from under me. I don't know what the point is. The thing is, the reason it kind of matters is, like, I could just make a new Facebook fan page, but it takes a long time to accrue that many followers. And those 12,000 that are already liking and following that fan page are going to be left out of the loop. Or my work is going to be stolen. I don't know. And starts the battle music. Anyway, so I'd like to show off one more controller. So let's do... Not the banquet. Hold on. This one? It doesn't matter. Valley of Corrupted Gravity music. So, I have another... I'd like to show off the joystick. Theoretically, any USB joystick should work. And I have to plug it in first.
That does always help.
It does help. Alright. Now, like I said, this is hot swapping. So long as your computer recognizes the device, it usually won't need any additional setup, except for, you know, if you're actually going to set up custom keybinds, of course. But, you know, that's a given. So I'm going to press F9 while that is front. And... okay, so now you can see you can control the interface with a joystick now. Now, most of the buttons aren't mapped, so I can't do much except attack and choose my action. But I can do additions. So let's try an addition with Dart. Bad example. Let's try that again. I did that on purpose to show you that I can actually run around the map. So I'm showing you that it functions, even if not super efficiently. It does function. So here we go. Let's try that again. And we got Haschel. So here we go. And there we go. Omni Sweep with a flight stick. You're welcome. This is all thanks to Latch. They go by Latch on the Discord server, who was with me back in YouTube 2007 when I was doing my first fandom movement, as Oskadi does know. Known each other a long time, popped up recently to help out again, and they made this controller support. They found a big library of controllers that were already mapped by someone else, but they did implement it into separate chains, so they did that work. Oops.
Yeah, Latch is in the chat now.
Hi, Latch. There they are, right there. Latch Game Dev. Let's do one more. I think just for the immediate functionality, the joystick is like the most responsive out of the three. But I'd also like to get a racing wheel, just because. Aren't there some racing segments in LOD, or could we at least do that for the pig racing minigame we're going to implement, right, Corey?
Yeah, you just control the pig like a race car.
And there we go. Now, the Mandrake can counter, but it doesn't always counter, so I'll have to try it.
Yeah, depending on how things go, the new controller support may or may not make it into the recommended build that's coming up in a few days. But we're gonna try and get it in.
We gotta, you know, Corey, we gotta save something for after this next week, because there's gonna be nothing left to do at this rate. All right, let's see if I
I've got
counter.
another pretty big fix that's in the works.
Sadly, no counter, but that's okay. So now you can see, coming soon to a Severed Chains near you, you will be able to perform additions with all kinds of crazy controllers. You're very lucky that I didn't splurge, because if I had splurged with my store credits, I almost got a DJ turntable to do additions with. So consider yourselves lucky that you didn't have to go through that. But hopefully we can expand this even further. Like, I would love to see if it's feasible to not just.
We can get fan submissions of ridiculous controllers.
Thanks for interrupting me.
You're welcome.
To not just have USB type devices, but also, with any luck, some kind of USB adapters that allow connections of PlayStation controller ports, those wide plastic ones, GameCube perhaps, and other odd peripherals. Like, in the retro game store that I went to get that keyboard, they had a Super Scope. I don't know if it was an original Super Scope or what, but it looked like a Super Scope. That classic Super Nintendo kind of toy for certain games like Duck Hunt or I don't know what else. I feel like that is a bit excessive, and they also had like this classic hunting rifle for a hunting game that was like huge. I don't think that's practical for doing additions. You don't need to do additions with a literal gun. But the point being, in general, broad controller support overall. For your own sanity, use a gamepad like this. But if you want to be weird, we're going to let you be weird.
Is there an archery controller?
That's a great question. Is there an archery minigame in Ring Fit Adventure? Can you like bend the Ring Fit a little bit for that? I don't know. I've never played Ring Fit, but I haven't tried it yet. So yeah, we'll see how far we can go with the support on this. Don't expect miracles, because again, this is Severed Chains, not test every controller on the planet chains.
Yeah, motion controls. We can set it up with a Kinect, and then you have to actually act out the additions.
But, so there's there's a thing called Clone Hero I heard of recently. Clone Hero and something else, where you can more easily import your own songs and their own like note system for strumming the guitar, because Guitar Hero is mostly just for licensed songs, I guess. Clone Hero lets you just put in whatever songs, kind of like Step Mania to DDR. And we could create those like step files or whatever you call them with the notes that you press for LOD songs, and we could theoretically have some fan musicians hook up some keyboards and guitars and stuff and arrange for them to play live music, like live fan music of a boss theme or something, while we do an actual battle in Severed Chains. I don't know if we can actually do that, but I would love to at least try to simulate that at some point. That would be really fun.
Are you trying to do a live concert inside of Legend of Dragoon?
I'm not answering that. Anywho, that concludes our live stream for tonight. I am thankful for everyone who came by to join us through the suffering through Xenobados and suffering through the gamepad sticking up a little bit and me getting caught by the guards several times in a row. Thank you for going through that with me. I feel closer to you now. Any parting words, Monoxide?
Just stay tuned for updates, because they're coming fast now.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff we need to post on LD.org to put out an official article about all the updates to this recommended build. You saw the preview of that when we were going through the changelog. We're going to try and accompany it with a comparison video as well. It was going to come out today, but I myself was not feeling ready to produce all of that. So having a whole week will give us more time to record all those bits of footage.
Yeah, new recommended build is coming in the week.
So with that, we're going to take a breather. We'll see you next week. You'll also see us on Discord if you're with us on the Discord server. Happy Friday, happy weekend to all of you. Be safe, have lots of fun, and good night.
Yeah, see everyone next time.
Thank you for watching our live stream. If you enjoyed this content, consider double punching the subscribe button. If you really enjoyed it, consider double smacking the bell icon for notifications for all of our YouTube content. We also like to hear from the community. What was your favorite moment in this video? We would like to thank our Ko-fi supporters. The monetary donations from these folks help make it possible for us to provide additional services to the LOD fandom, as well as ensuring regular updates. Ko-fi supporters get perks for their assistance, such as early access to content. Thanks for watching. Head back to our YouTube channel for more content about Legend of Dragoon, such as recordings of previous live streams, new discoveries, game mods, and so much more.